Hello and welcome, my name is Ajaxpost and we're back with SimAirport and we appear to have a slight issue in security. You remember in the earlier episode I said I worked out from my previous playing of the game that you didn't necessarily need as many bag scanners as you did ID checkers and metal detectors. Yeah, that's not entirely true. I think it works if you've got, say, 6 of the ID checks and the metal detectors. You might just need 5 of the bag scanners. But when it's 2 IDs and 2 detectors, yeah, just having 1 bag scanner appears to be causing a problem. So what we need to do here, I think, is just beef that up slightly. We need to get in our, is that an operational thing? I think it is. Baggage scanner. There you go. So if we stick you in there, keep you nice and close. Now it is currently only 5 o'clock in the morning, and the first flight is due in at 6. If we look at our schedule, yeah, it's an Air Belgium flight. It's only a small one, 75 maximum passengers. In fact, does the gate tell us at the moment? But just don't click on it. No, it doesn't tell us how many people are on that flight yet. I'm sure when it lands it does. Now, you'll have noticed I've highlighted a couple of areas. As I mentioned in the previous episode, there is a sort of planning tool here where you can mark out spaces, so you can sort of work out if you've got enough space basically to do what you want before, and sort of just lay out general ideas of how you want to organise and distribute the features, the functions across your airport. It doesn't really allow you to plan for specific objects, so I can't say if I wanted to put in a baggage carousel here, I can't sort of plan a baggage carousel as such unless I know exactly how big each of those is, so I can sort of mark it off in a colour. At this point of the game I'm quite new to it. I haven't worked all that out. Where's our first flight? Here he comes. He's taxiing in. And our second gate, we have a Hawaiian Airlines flight coming in, and I think mentioned at the beginning of during the last episode, I'm saving this sort of second gate for the bigger flights, so I'm kind of separating them out that way. Now, we need a security guard for our new baggage scanner. Now, hopefully that won't cause us any problems in terms of getting everybody on board this plane. So, how many passengers? Tell us how many passengers there were on there. There's 43 going on. Doesn't tell us how many have left, does it? I think. No. Does it somewhere? Does it tell me here? No. I have a feeling it did somewhere, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. Anyway, what we've done so far is we have researched a finance director, so we can put in a CFO, a Chief Financial Officer. Now that's good, because one of the things I like to do in this sort of game is gather as much information so I know exactly what each of my changes, what effect each of my changes has on the game itself. On the profitability of my enterprise, my tycooning, as it were. So I've mapped out that area there for the offices, basically, for my CFO and so on. One thing I discovered in watching another person's, I think it was Green Gemini, his SimAirport series, he was showing off a report which showed you how many passengers were going in, coming into your airport, leaving your airport, how many were being, how much your bus, how much the sort of public bus service was delivering, the capacity of that to your airport, so you could sort of maximise the passenger throughput that way. But to do that you needed an operations director, so I'm going to research that as well. So rather than going for assets, what I'm trying to do here first is sort of build up information. So whatever I do, I've always got a clear idea of how it impacts my my bottom line, as it were, my profit and loss. Okay, in terms of building stuff, this purple area here, that is going to be my in-house store, the duty-free, if you will, because passengers like to buy stuff. So what have we got here in terms of stores? No, that's not telling me. Retail, we'll go there. So we've got books, we've got candy, which I think they mean sweets. Desserts. We could. Oh, you need a kitchen for that. It's a slightly different thing. Jewellery, makeup. Those sort of little purchases you make as you sort of depart or arrive at an airport. Because you've forgotten to buy someone a gift or something, for example. So we're going to lay that out in this area here, I think. But to do that, I want to remove that flight display information. So how am I going to lay out my... we're going to have the makeup and stuff, I think, over here. So, well, what's the makeup one look like? Looks like that. So I think if we put that like that, so people can go either side of it, maybe. Jewellery, that's kind of similar, isn't it? We'll put that, whoops, no, there. I'm doing this because what I want is for people to start buying stuff. So rather than charging the airlines money to use my airport, I'm going to start charging passengers. I'm going to go make money. I'm not charging them. I'm going to make money off my passengers through this sort of thing. So jewellery or pharmacy. So we can buy. Okay, what does that look like? So I think if we put that along the bottom here. Sorry, my zoom here is a bit gross at times, if you will. It's a bit over enthusiastic. Oh, shoes. That's kind of... where do we want that? If we stick that... Actually, if we stick that on the end of jewellery, perhaps? Yeah. And souvenirs. We need plenty of souvenirs in here. So we'll put you there. And we'll use the other display perhaps up there. What other options do we have in here? We've got the other pharmacy. What's that one? Well, that's quite a big one. Actually, what I think I will do, so we'll cancel you. We'll put the pharmacy up there. We'll perhaps have a second jewellery display here. Or a second makeup. Yeah, we'll have that way around there. So we've got pharmacy there. What else can we sell? We can sell books and candy. So we'll have a books display. So what we'll do is if we have them that way and that way, and the candy displays. Well, I think we should. You need a cash register in here, so people sort of buy what they've buy what they've picked up. So if we put 2 candy in there, and a cash register. Can we put one? Oh no, that's the wrong way around. Yeah, because the open space, the green side, is where the passenger stands. Right, yeah. So we'll have one there. Do we need a second one? Let's see how popular this is to start with before we start employing more staff. So we need to mark that out as a store zone. Zone, store. There it goes. So if we mark all that out as a store. Now I'm not going to put walls around that because these sort of stores, you want them to people to get to them very, very easily. So they're just passing by and think, oh, a piece of jewellery for the wife or the mistress or the husband. What do you call it? If you had a sort of man on the side, as it were, like a mistress, as it was. What would you? Is there a word for that? Or is that part of the sexism inherent in our societal norms? I don't know. Right, now we want to clear that that planning zone because that just distracts. Yeah, that's better. Should we have a different floor type in here? So it's all distinctive from the rest of the airport. Yeah, let's put a different floor in there. We'll make it... that looks quite interesting. We put that in there. That's quite different and distinctive. Okay, now these objects, you see there in the inventory it says 0 of 200 makeup. They're going to be filled overnight, so I'm going to incur a cost over the nighttime period when these items, these shelves are stocked with stuff, basically, which is then going to be sold. Okay, let's speed this up a bit. Let's run this along. Okay, now I want to build my office for my CFO so I can actually view the proper profit and loss account. It says I need a CFO with an office. So I'm planning to put an office up here. Now the issue with building here, if we put our foundations down, is you can't build within 10 squares of a taxiway. So I could build from there. I don't think I need to build that far out. Let's see. I'm going to need 2 offices in here, I think, fairly quick. What do you mean I can't build out that way? Why can I not? Oh, this is a bit rubbish, isn't it? No, that's I can build out that way. So I can build you there. But I can't. Yeah. So it needs to be around there. I think I'm going to need all this space. And I'm going to somehow turn that into offices. Now these are going to be staff. I need another member of staff. Retail worker. Yep. You're going to handle the cash desk here in the store. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that floor, I think. Yeah. The arcade here should be making. You can see here that one's earned $27 already today. It's only 10 o'clock in the morning. That one's earned 84. Heck, 84. I could stuff this with more equipment, but I don't need to at the moment. I don't think it's catering for the demand. Likewise, the vending machines, the food and drink vending, they seem to be coping okay. Now I did remove, when I put the store down, an information display. Oh yes, so this is showing whereabouts people can quickly find information about their flights. So I think we need another information display. Is that under ops? Flight info display around here. So if we put one in the store kind of area, so while you're shopping around buying stuff, yeah, I think that makes sense. Okay. Now again, that's en route to the departure lounges. The seating areas for the departure gates. Okay, so how are we doing on flights so far? Okay. Oh, that one left late. Just notice the orange colour star there. Why did that leave? Yeah, that must have been the security hold-ups, I think, because I didn't have enough baggage scanners. So I'm not going to get the perfect job bonus at the end of today. That's frustrating. Okay, we'll have to cope with that. Oh, I don't think I finished that foundation off, did I? No, I didn't. I just drew that line at the top. Silly boy. So that's a Belgian A320 loading up with 85 people. And you can see them there. 1 passenger in line, 2 en route. Yeah, going through. Yes, he'll be leaving soon. I'm quite happy with that. Now, actually, one other thing I noticed after I finished the game in the last episode is the schedule, the staff schedule, that scrolls. And when I was doing this in the last episode, I didn't notice that, and I didn't notice that I didn't extend my nighttime schedule past 10 o'clock. So in the daytime, I have all my positions manned, but at night time, because there's no passengers here, I don't need people. So all my staff came back on duty at 11 o'clock, which they don't need to. So Let's take those off, and we don't need, whoops, we don't need a cashier when the airport is closed. Likewise, we don't need bag scanners. Okay, and I'm setting it so that everyone comes in on duty at 3:30, because people do start arriving for flights very, very early. Okay, that will do for now, I think. I don't think I need to fiddle with that much more. That's okay. Okay, good. What do we got here? Now, I wonder if I can put a door in there. Can I squeeze? Let's do a search for doors. A staff door. No. If I do that way around, would that work better? No, let's put the door into the staff area, the admin area up here, I think, behind the ticketing desks, because no one should go there. Should they? How many maintenance staff do I have? Or workmen? I have 6. Okay. That seems to be doing the job alright. Now, just checking that phone. I can't build here, so there's no point having that block there. I can build out that way, so that's alright. That, yes. So let's clear that planning area out, so I don't get distracted by the odd colours. Okay, let's pause this for a second. So we're going to put an office in here for my Chief Financial Officer. An office zone. Where's office? There it is. Now all this needs is a desk and a chair, so they are very, very simple offices basically. Now what I'm going to have, which I could do with that going out there, I think. Yeah, let's build that first. More foundation. Okay. We can get rid of that wall there. Okay. And that wall there. Cool. Right, so what we're going to do, we're going to put in an office along there. That's too big. 3 by 3, will that work? It is very small, but can I put in a desk? So, can't spell office. Yeah, office desk. Oh yeah, they'll fit in there without any trouble at all. So what orientation is that? Okay, so we'll have you like that, and the chair facing the computer. That's cool. And we're going to need to build walls around that. Actually, I could have left that wall there. You see, if I plan this out properly, I'm not used to planning. It's not something I tend to... Actually, I could make that so small. That is a tiny little office. Let's do that though. We need another door in there. So we need an ordinary door to go in there, and we'll put a staff door so only staff can possibly access this area in there. And what we'll do is we'll put in other offices along that corridor here. So we need another office. Actually, if we're going to put a wall in, let's plan this out properly, shall we? Where's the wall? So if the wall... No, so the wall will come... Yeah, so if we have a corridor down there and offices sort of... Yeah... Along here we could have sort of 2 offices here, couldn't we, I think? And another 2 here. That's too close, I think. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. They look like different sizes, but I believe they are the same size. Right, let's employ our first Chief Financial Officer, Manage Admin, CFO. The research, as you can see, is already completed. Well, I didn't watch that, I didn't mention that, sort of going up there at the bottom there on the research icon. So we can employ a operating officer, which we will do in a minute when we've built them an office. So let's put that in. So let's put our walls in here. Do we want another wall in there? These are tiny offices, but then we are only a small airport, so that's fine, I think. And we'll zone that up as an office. Yep, that's cool. And the exclamation marks there tell me that A, it's not enclosed, but more importantly, there is no equipment in there, no desk or anything going in there. Oh, it's nearly the end of the day already. That's exciting. Now, why I've got a CFO in there is so that when I go to the Finance Hub, I can now look at the profit and loss report in detail, which tells me how much my staff cost, how much the transportation costs, which is the bus service, which delivers passengers to and takes them away from the airport. Infrastructure retail. Oh, I've made some income from retail. These are the arcade games, the ATM, the vending machines. That's excellent. How much it's cost me to build stuff. That's quite a lot. Terminal fees. So this is what I charge the airlines to land and to use the passenger for passengers and so on. Is this that possibly? Oh, those are the runway fees. That's separate, isn't it? Yeah, the runway fees and the terminal fees cover that. And it looks like. Did I earn the bonus? No, I didn't earn the bonus today, did I? Oh, I did! Oh, that's cute. I didn't expect that. So you see how it goes up there day by day. And I think there is a cap on that, which we'll get to eventually, I hope. The cash flow graph. Yeah, I'm still losing money. The other important feature of the financial officer is you get a better view of your credit rating, so you can see exactly what is influencing the interest rate that you could be charged on any loans you take out. So my interest rate is currently good, but I don't know why. Now I will need to do more research to get that up and running. Now if I put a desk and stuff in there, I can get my Chief Financial Officer in situ. These are very tiny offices, aren't they? Where's the computer on this desk? Is that there? Possibly. I don't know. I don't think it matters because they don't actually do much in the office anyway. So we will have that being built. That's excellent. And finally, what do I need? So we've got the operations officer. He's done. I think that's about all I need to do here. Ah, right. Yes, as you can see here now, my store area is now fully stocked with all the stuff to sell. That's the souvenirs. The cash desk is there. That's excellent. So we can see from the profit and loss display. Let's clear that planning out of the way so I can see what's going on here. Oh, he needs a door. Yeah, you do kind of need that. Structures. Is a door structure? No. Comfort. Is a door comfort? No. There you go. We'll stick a door on there. Oh, they haven't. The exclamation marks are there because they haven't actually built the desk and the chair yet. So they're coming in now from our workmen. That is excellent. Right, now what I think I will do here, because I've enhanced the airport, I've added this store area, this retail area, I think because it's a more pleasant environment, And I can check that here on the environment score. Yeah, that's looking quite good, I think. I can actually, I think, up my prices to the airlines, don't you? I think it's, yeah, their passengers are going to feel much happier now coming to and travelling from my airport, so I think I can increase the money I make from the airlines. So if I increase that by, if I make that 20. Now, as it says here, some airlines are more cost sensitive than others, and some may decide not to work with you if your prices are too expensive or your services do not justify the costs. Let's see what that does, because that should, again, that offsets all the sort of inventory costs for the store, the staff costs for the CFO and the COO. Actually, let's hire him now, seeing as we've got an office for him. Now, the slightly annoying thing about your admin staff is they're there all the time. They don't go home, so you're being charged for a sort of full day rate, which is great. I mean, managers should work 24 hours a day. I mean, should be no doubt about that. But in terms of a tycoon running an operation, it is slightly annoying. You've got to pay them for that. Okay, now did I actually employ him? Yeah. When are you going to come to work? When are you going to come to work? There he is, the COO. Excellent. And the reason for having the COO is because, as I mentioned earlier, now we've got more options open here. We can see information. So I can see my transport capacity here. Now this is very handy. So I can see here peak transport demand is at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Most of that is for departures. That's the yellow line up there. Yeah. And arrivals, the red line, and the transit capacity, that is how many people can be transported on the buses which are sort of coming along this road here into the airport. And can I affect that? I can't at the moment. What I need to do, it doesn't tell me here, but if I go into research, operations, which one is it? It's not that one. One of these does. Yeah, so this operations 2, which costs $30,000, allows me to manage the timetabling of the buses, retail, which is the coffee shops, the pizza oven and stuff like that, and also the garbage and other stuff. So I've got more control over scheduling of the various infrastructure items which are part of the airport itself. Now, technology is good. What I'm actually going to go for, I can't afford that. I'm running out of money. Okay. So the cash flow for today. Oh, it looks like I might lose money again. What we'll do though, we'll end this little episode here. So we've added in some administration staff to give me better information, to make better judgments, and hopefully will that improve my credit score at all? I'll go to the right button. Oh, it's gone down. So, was it 620 when we looked here last time? Okay, we shall see. Right, so anyway, we've added additional admin staff, management to the airport, because that's the way I like to do stuff. We've built a store, which hasn't been operational yet, but will start working very soon. As you can see here, the passengers have started arriving, but I haven't got any staff on board until 3:30. But they can make use. Oh, you see, look at that, the ATM. Actually, that ATM's in the wrong orientation. Oh, but somebody has managed to use it. I'm going to dismantle that because I don't like the way it's facing. Did I tell it? Yeah. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I can build that again. ATM. Yes, it should be facing that way. That's better. It worked either way by the look of it, but yes, aesthetically it didn't please me. The queues are okay. Yeah, the people are getting through there. That's fine. You see, it's only 4:30 and the flight doesn't actually arrive until 6. So what we need is plenty of opportunities for people to come in here and buy stuff or play games, keep themselves amused. We've made $12 already in the last hour. Excellent. People are buying nothing. Oh, someone's bought a souvenir. And someone's bought a sweet. A candy bar of some description. That's fine. I suppose. I don't know if it makes much odds if you have lots of choices of these stalls around. I think somewhere in one of the tutorials it said that the passengers will meander around your store areas until they find something that takes their fancy. So if you have more choices of perhaps souvenirs, more souvenir displays, there's more chance that, oh, look at that, people coming in. Arrivals, yes. That's handy having that there, I think, isn't it, before the exit gate to the departure area. 17. Yeah, I'm liking this. Okay, so that plane, are you ready to leave yet? Very closely, 15 passengers, 100% boarded. That is a good start. Right, so in the next episode we're going to increase our flight capacity. And that's the wrong screen. This is the right screen. We can add in more flights here, and we'll see. I may need to take a loan out on this one. I'm pretty sure I will, depending on how much money I make. We'll need to install lights on the runway so that I can actually put down some evening flights. In fact, yeah, thinking about it, I may not do that because there's something else I need. The two things you'll find out in the next episode. There we are. So thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of SimAirport. Let's get it scrolling back so everything's in view. If you've enjoyed this, do click on the like button. It'd be very much appreciated. But even better, if you've got any thoughts, recommendations, suggestions, even criticisms of what I'm doing here in this game, then please do drop a note into the comments section below. It'd be very much appreciated. And of course, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost, here in it's not Transport Fever, it's SimAirport. Thank you. Sorry about that. I'll see you again soon. But until then, bye bye for now.